We foolishly plan out our lives as if everything's going to go to plan.
Yeah.
But what are you going to do when it doesn't work out how you thought it would?
Yeah, how are you going to react to that?
When you don't get what you wanted, even though you planned it as best as you could.
Down to every decision you make, like, things are just meant to happen like that.
Yeah.
Every decision, whether it's mindless or conscious, you're supposed to have that decision because it led you to this point.
It's looking like the project is taking a different direction after I Love You Boy.
That's probably why the next song is called Adventure.
Damn,
And
so it's a journey to his new self.
Exactly, yeah. And then the wind's picking up, so he's moving with the wind, right?
Make sure you click the notification bell and the subscribe button above us. That way you're always up to date with the newest videos. All right, back to the breakdown.
Never been here, but that makes it new. Doesn't mean it's strange.
That's hard.
I'm not lost, I'm on an adventure. I'm just on a quest for my treasure. Crossing the ocean, walking the desert. Gotta trust the universe, I'm tapped in. Mama said the light is what I'm wrapped in. I know if it happens, then it's supposed to. When I was at my lowest, had to hold my head the highest. Reconnect with silence, otherwise it's hard to hear the guidance. Broken version of success until I realize this is the version that I'm supposed to get. You just keep on driving. Tried to fight the moment, thought my stars need realignment. Told my mama that I quit. Don't nobody hit my phone, I was disgusted with God. Tried to discuss with God. This ain't how I'm supposed to go, I've had enough of this guy. I can lose it all just as long as I don't ever lose my faith.
Damn.
Never 1 second lost my sanity. Took it out on everyone, including friends and family. The universe is handing me a reward in disguise of a detour. Forcing me to believe more. Gratitude help me restore my faith.
Damn, his beat switches are crazy, bro. I think it's only right that Adventure has a beat switch.
Yeah.
It's an adventure.
Exactly.
You know, like two parts. Like it sounded completely different, you know?
Yeah, bro.
And I love Russ because he rapped on the second part. He didn't have to. Like his first verse was incredible, but he still gives you a little, because I was like, damn, how's he gonna come in on this beat?
Yeah.
You know, like I love the beat switch. It sounded totally different.
Man, bro, the chorus, dude. I'm not lost. I'm not lost. I'm on an adventure. Like the completely opposite like mindset, right? And that just kind of put things into perspective for my life, because I feel like, man, a lot of the times I do feel lost. Like, I'm like, am I making the right decisions? You know what I mean? But his perspective is, no, you're just on an adventure. Down to every decision you make, like, things are just meant to happen like that.
Yeah.
Every decision, whether it's mindless or conscious, you're supposed to have that decision because it led you to this point.
He's had some deep writing on all his courses and these projects, bro. Like, he stuffs a lot of meaning into the chorus. It's not just something you sing along, but you're saying something with it.
Yeah.
The double hook and rap is so big now.
Yeah.
You know, because like his pre-chorus to the chorus is like, what you gonna do when it doesn't work out how you thought it would. It feels unfair, you want to turn around, but it's for your own good. We foolishly plan out our lives as if everything's gonna go to plan.
Yeah.
But what are you gonna do when it doesn't work out how you thought it would?
Yeah, how are you gonna react to that?
When you don't get what you wanted, even though you planned it as best as you could.
That's hard, bro.
And if, like, he explains, like, yeah, it's unfair, but it's for your own good. Like, the reason why you're going through that is because you're supposed to go through that.
Yeah.
Like, this is how it's supposed to be. We always try to control so much of our situations, but we have no control.
Yeah.
We have none.
Yeah.
Anything we do doesn't mean it's going to go how we want it. You know, it's like, it's crazy how little we think or how much
we think
control we want, but how little we actually do.
I could lose it all just as long as I don't ever lose my faith.
Damn.
I can lose everything, but what's going to ground me is my faith, knowing that...
That's what got me here.
Exactly. What about the verse for you, man?
Dude, it was surprisingly like a dominant ass verse, you know?
Man.
When I was at my lowest, had to hold my head the highest. Reconnect with silence, otherwise it's hard to hear the guidance. And you know what, I was personally, right? Like, I've been back on my meditating.
Yes, me
and
too.
I would say for like over a year, I didn't meditate at all.
Me too.
You know, I was fucking disconnected. And I started thinking about like how much of my day do I go just listening to something, just background noise. Like, I need background noise. I always have a podcast playing. Even if I'm not really hearing it, it's just there. I'm always consuming something. I'm at work. If I'm not working, I'm watching a podcast or interview or something, and then I'm listening to music, and then I'm talking to somebody. But when am I ever just silent? Like, when am I ever just there? Or when am I ever just with my thoughts? When am I not hearing someone else's thoughts that are now somehow subconsciously becoming mine when they're not?
Yeah.
You know, because like if you listen to someone talk long enough, you may adopt some of their beliefs, even though you don't truly believe that.
Yeah.
But when am I silent for me? And I was like, dude, I'm so far away from it. So I've been meditating.
Yeah.
And then in that meditation, I've found myself throughout the day just having things off more.
Yeah.
And just, I feel like I hear so much more in my head now. And I feel for so long, months,
Yeah,
I didn't hear nothing.
That's crazy.
It was just other people's voices, never silence though. And I think that him saying that was like, when I was at my lowest, had to hold my head the highest, reconnect with silence. Otherwise, it's hard to hear the guidance.
That's so hard.
Yeah, bro. Like, I feel like I was desensitized. I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
I didn't have faith. And without faith, I wasn't worried about what's going on in my head.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just focused on my getting by the day-to-days. It's crazy, though, because, like, reconnecting with silence and, like, to hear real guidance, it's silent, you know, but like you are being guided.
Yeah.
Like,
if you just listen.
But what did you think? Because I know that's kind of long.
No, that's crazy you said that, because we never had this conversation like of what we kind of do in our day to day.
We talked about it off cam.
We just did, yeah. No, we just did. Right? I feel like today I feel like today or the last time we linked, we talked about meditation, but it was just like we threw it out there. I've been on the same thing. It's crazy you said that, and it made me reflect on how much is my day steered towards society. Versus me going on my own time. Inward. Yeah, for real, bro. It's crazy, like, what meditating does, bro, like you said, because I always have something. If I'm in the shower, I'm listening to a podcast, all types of shit. And it does make you think, like, damn, that's an addiction. Too much output from other people is going to make your inside just rot, dude. You fucking rot, like, no bullshit. And I just introduced my cousin to it, too, because I think it's something that's useful for him.
What? Meditation? Oh, yeah.
Teaching them, like that's something you taught me. You know, I feel like that's it's another way to pray without, I felt uncomfortable praying because I didn't like getting on my knees and doing that. It didn't feel like whole to me for some reason, but meditating always made me feel connected to something higher than me.
You're in silence.
Yes, dude.
Like the way he delivers his verse is like spoon-fed, but every line is powerful, you know? Thinking that I got a broken version of success until I realized this is the version that I'm supposed to get.
I see the way the roads connect. Bro, he's rapping his ass off.
But think about it, like I got a broken version of success. Like everything I attained isn't correct, but it's not a bad thing. This is what I'm supposed to get. It goes back to the hook, bro. Like your goals take detours, and you think like it's not working, but it is. This is where you're supposed to go. And it's just like he's just so sequenced in this. Like, who are we to even say this ain't how it's supposed to go? I've had enough of this, God. You know, like who are we to tell him how it's supposed to go?
Yeah.
Why do we think we have control?
Yeah.
You know, like if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. Shit's just meant to be. But that goes back to maybe him wanting to control everything.
Yeah.
You know?
Because it is.
I have the answers to everything, God. I don't need to hear you right now. It's how it's supposed to go. It's how it's gonna go.
Can I ask you a question? Do you think giving up control is a fear of yours?
Oh, fuck yeah. For sure. I think I control mostly everything in my life. You know? Which isn't a good thing. But I think it's necessary.
Yeah.
But it isn't good. But I don't know. I don't know if I'm at a position where I can let go.
Yeah, right. That's fucking crazy. You said that because I always think, my bad. It just puts me in deep thought.
Yeah,
that's why you yawn.
That was a deep breath.
Yeah,
no, I didn't yawn. That was a deep breath.
Breath, no, because it makes
like
you
a yawn, anxiety tripping.
It makes you think, though, right?
Question, yeah.
Because everything you think you're doing now is right, but what if it's hindering you? But how are you supposed? That's a risky thing to try to figure out.
Yeah, because like subconsciously I could be saying like, oh, this isn't a time for me to not control everything when it's a time for me to let go.
Yeah.
But like my external is like, I can't let go right now. I got too much to do because I'm trying to justify why I have to be doing so much every single day and being in control of it instead of letting someone else control it.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, but then also I'm aware enough to know I'm not in control of anything.
Yeah.
I know that I'm a pawn on a board and I'm doing work that allows me to move forward, but where that forward moves me, I don't know.
Yeah.
I have places I want to go and things I want to get, but at the end of the day, I can't control what happens, you know? Like, I just think that you put yourself in positions and then those positions open doors, but we don't really control shit.
Nah.
But I could work on, like, parts of me that can get me into better position. You know, like I can work on my physique so I feel better, so I can perform better. So that performance maybe garners attention from areas that I'm looking for to push me to different places. But if I'm never supposed to get to those places, who knows, right? But at least I'm at the best version of myself to get to any place that I'm going. Versus like going to those places or never even getting a chance to get to those places because I don't put myself in those positions. So I don't know, like control's like a good and bad thing, you know?
Yeah.
Sometimes we need that shit that hurts us to survive to get to a point where we can then reflect. Because if Russ wasn't famous like this, right, would he have ever gotten the chance to look at himself how he does?
No.
And in turn, would he have been able to help so many people do the same?
No.
So like, it was a necessary evil. And that's why I think sometimes like how you feel or how I feel, maybe it's necessary right now. And there is a time where we go back and at least we're cognizant of it now, but can we really afford to give up control right now?
That's a great question. I mean, it's a big fear of mine.
Letting go?
Yeah. But I guess that's what I'm working on. I'm working on my faith.
What would it be letting go of for you?
Letting go of the way I see my life.
Oh, that's big.
And like where I'm at.
Yeah. Wow.
I think so. But I'm also like working on my faith and like letting go and like letting God enter my life. Because I feel like a lot of that control, a lot of that control that I have is pushing God away.
Do you think that the control that you have means that you don't have much faith?
Yeah.
Because you feel like you have to do all these things, so that means you don't believe that something's working for you?
Yeah.
That's crazy, right?
Yeah.
I feel the same. But no, that's crazy. Like, I think I do have a lack of faith. I think I have a strong work ethic with a lack of faith.
Wasn't he talking about it on here? He was talking about having faith in something you can't see.
I thought it was Sean. I don't know.
Maybe
I remember Sean had a line like that. What you know about having faith in something you can't even see?
Oh, yeah. I'm just trying to have faith in what I can't see. But if it's in my mind's eye, then I believe.
Oh, the second part.
Yeah, the second part. I forgot about that part.
Yeah, I mean, it sounded like a whole new song, you know? The universe has handed me a reward in disguise of a detour.
Damn.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, like those lost moments, right? You're not lost, you're on an adventure. It's just a detour. It's taking you in a different time.
How he views it now is it's a reward.
Yeah.
But originally it was like things ain't working out for me. Now it's a reward, bro. Like you're going through this, like you get to experience this.
And what that did was forcing me to believe more. Gratitude helped me restore my faith. That's hard. It's a great line.
I mean, he lays out like a blueprint to like so many things in life. Like if you're feeling like lost, if you're feeling disconnected, if you're feeling like you can't hear yourself or you have no faith,
do this.
Gratitude.
Gratitude.
Be more grateful for what you have, and then it'll lead you back towards your faith.
Yeah.
Russa.
He's talking about that. Finding the oasis within. That's track number 9.
Track number 9?
Track number 9 is Oasis. And that transition too was beautiful into the...
He's been doing it the whole fucking
Dude,
project.
he's incredible, man.
Bury my problems in a bottle in a feast. No routine, no obligations, hardly getting any sleep. This is the dream, right? Using random women just to boost my self-esteem, right? Comfortable, complacent, I can't let go, so I squeeze tight.
If the song gets your hands up, you're good.
Losing direction by the minute, I'm tripping, I'm stalling. Feeling like DMS, cause lately I'm slipping, I'm falling. Fuck it, I'm born, I'll get back on track tomorrow. I got time, ain't no rush before you know it, it's tomorrow. Damn, so soon, I got some bad habits. Check my account though, it just looks like I'm a cash addict. I'm back at it every day, drifting further away.
There he goes again.
I like that though. I like that. Like I appreciate it. Damn.
Damn.
I didn't know.
That's a crazy transition.
Yeah, he hasn't had a beat
miss.
switch miss at all.
No.
So was the Oasis his fame?
That's what I was wondering, dude, because it didn't sound like the verses didn't sound like that's an oasis.
But an oasis is somewhere you feel comfortable at. And maybe that's where he was losing himself, at his oasis, right?
Yeah.
Because he talks about like his addictions being fueled by the money, how he's masking everything. My problems in a bottle and a feast. No routine, no obligations, hardly getting any sleep. Just a dream, right? But like, that's what people fantasize about, right?
Yeah.
But he's like, nah, dog, like, not getting any sleep, like having to drink just to, like that doesn't sound like a good time, you know?
Yeah.
Using random women just to boost my self-esteem,
Right.
comfortable, complacent. I can't let go, so I squeeze tight.
It sounds like he's fell into those addictions like a lot, right? Because he just got real comfortable with the life he was living.
And but he said he still wasn't feeling good. He's like, I spent $250,000 on a car that I don't need just to feel something. Still nothing.
I feel like the chorus gave me a different tone of the song. And then the verses gave me something else.
Yeah, I agree.
You know?
Yeah, the chorus sounded happy, but he's done that. I just think that maybe the Oasis is his fame. And yeah, it's a resting spot. It's a spot where you feel comfort at, but it was also bringing a lot of his own anxiety, like fueling a lot of his bad habits too, you know?
That shows that comfort coming back in. He's like, I'm back at it every day, drifting further away. Go get your shit together. Maybe tomorrow, but not today. that's like being too lax, right? Like when you're like real comfortable with just the life that you're living and you're not finding any solutions, you just get stuck.
And you're just putting shit off for another day, and the day never comes.
Procrastination. The day never comes.
It's probably hard for him, because think about it, right? He's spending all this money on whips, like bullshit.
Yeah.
He's making, he's self-fueling his own self-destruction, and then he checks his account and it looks like he's just a cash addict. So like, although he's doing all these bad things for him, you look at his money and it's only going up. So it's like, how do you even differentiate? Right? Because you're like doing all these negative coping mechanisms, and that would bring normal people down, but you're doing it and profiting more. And you're like, why would I stop then? This is working. But you don't feel anything from it still, even after having all that.
Like, money puts you in a different spot, and it can take a lot of your problems away. But for him, he's saying, I made an independent fortune and my engine's foreign, but my stress is soaring. Like, that still didn't change the fact that it actually added on.
Yeah, more money, more problems.
More money, more problems, like...
Yeah, because now you're worried about more things.
Exactly, and you're worried about losing all that money you have. You fucked if you do, you fucked if you don't. I like the way he's taking me through the album. Like, it doesn't sound too sad. It doesn't sound too uplifted.
Doesn't really sound sad at all.
It doesn't sound sad at all. Like, there's no like one sound in this project.
I agree. He's very musical.
Yeah, bro. I love his knocks on here too. Like, the knocks just put you in the vibe. Fatima.
That was the girl in The Alchemist, right?
Yeah.
That he left at the Oasis.
He got a shorty, don't he? He got that.
He got a shorty?
I think it's a black girl.
I think so, right? He silently shouts her out.
Yeah, he be putting her. He'll have like 5 pictures.
Right?
He'll have 5 pictures, and the last one will be her.
He was chasing his dream, and he left her there, and he's like, "I'll come back for you if you're still here when I'm done."
I you didn't know that I was looking.
Damn.
Thank God I didn't turn around back there. Otherwise I wouldn't have my baby. I feel like the wind blew you to me. Resist you, no I can't resist you. Baby you're my fire. When it's cold outside, you know that I'm not leaving. No I'm right beside you. No way I could do this all day. I don't ever want to leave. Now you didn't know that I was looking.
Yeah, that's dope.
Feeling like I fell in love with you before I even found you. You feel like the only woman in the world when I'm around you. Tell me how you so patient. I feel like the wind blew you to me.
That's hard. Damn. Fatima. How many Fatimas do you know? 12?
Fucking a lot.
That's a nice ass hook.
He utilizes his melodies like very well.
Oh, dude.
Like, it's so close to the sound, like the beat, right? On this journey, he ran into Fatima, right?
Yeah.
That's basically what it's telling me. Like, he said, like, the wind blew you to me.
And you find the best things when you ain't looking.
Yeah. When you're just going on that journey, right?
Found you, I didn't know that I was looking. Thank God I done turned around back there.
Woo!
Otherwise I wouldn't have my baby. I feel like the wind blew you to me.
That's a great...
And he's had that wind throughout the whole project.
Yeah, bro. It's so wise why your soul feels ancient.
Yeah. Old soul.
Old soul, that's what wisdom is, right? Damn. That's what that boy said. That fucking song, that's exactly what that boy said, right? I'm pretty sure he said it. That's what wisdom is, right? It's accumulated through like all your experiences.
I think it comes into like what we were saying about soul ties, right?
Yeah.
He's like feeling like I fell in love with you before I even found you. And then like going back to her soul's ancient, maybe he feels like the person he's with now, he's been with in another life. How do you know when what the universe sends you is it's time to let that go?
How do you know?
Yeah, because if it's a blessing like that rarely comes, and the universe sent it to you, isn't it kind of hard to know like when to let go?
Yeah.
Versus like I should keep this with me forever.
Yeah.
Imagine being with somebody that you truly love and you can't be with them. You gotta keep going, and I just can't take you with me.
If it's meant to be, it'll come.
When I was at my lowest, had to hold my head the highest, reconnect with silence, otherwise it's hard to hear the guidance. Thinking that I got a broken version of success until I realize this is the version that I'm supposed to get.